もうこれで終わってもいい。
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 anime heroes who gave into darkness.
It's like putting on an old shoe.
Number 20, Bam, Tower of God. One glance at little Bam over here and you wouldn't think butter would melt in his mouth. He's got a smile that'll soothe your heart and a fierce loyalty to his friends. But what happens when that loyalty is betrayed? Well, he falls down to the depths of despair and has to claw his way back up. Approached by the members of Fug, Bam is given an ultimatum: join them and kill Jihad, or each of his friends will be picked off one by one.
もし少しでも弱みを見せたら、その都度仲間を一人ずつ殺していきます。
With this, he embraces his role as Viol, and is willing to brutalize any other tower climbers that may get in the way of his mission. Fug has given him terrifying new powers, and he's no longer too nicey-nicey to use them. Number 19, Chibi Usa, Sailor Moon. Despite being a cheeky little brat at times to Usagi, Chibi Usa is a sweet and kind girl.
うさぎお姉たん面白い。このしゃっちらしい。
Unfortunately, the main antagonist of the season, Wiseman, manipulates her by claiming that no one loves her. This leads to Chibi Usa becoming his perfect pawn, absorbing the black crystal and transforming into a grown-up form known as Black Lady.
私はブラックレディ。
As you'd expect, it's up to Usagi, as always, to set things right, but that isn't before Black Lady does some serious damage to each member of the Sailor Scouts. Number 18, Yumi Yugi GX Duel Monsters. For the most part, this spirit of a bygone pharaoh has always been about using the heart of the cards in order to defeat ancient evils.
Oh no! I can't use this! Not the seal of Orichalcos!
Unfortunately, he somewhat crapped the bed when he decided that in order to best motorcycle lackey number 1, aka Raphael, he should use the one card that can seal away the soul of the user should they lose a duel.
What have I done?
Blinded by hate, the pharaoh still goes ahead and plays it, which of course results in him eventually being defeated, with little Yugi offering up his own soul in exchange for his friends.
It only needs one of us, so I'm letting the seal take me instead!
No! Yugi!
Damn it, Yumi, you went full Kaiba. You never go full Kaiba.
It's all my fault! Yugi! Come back!
Number 17, Kagome Inuyasha. Love can make us do crazy things. It seems that even a pure-hearted maiden like Kagome harbors some darkness within her heart. A darkness that is utilized upon by the demon child known as the Infant.
What is this terrible feeling? It's like he's groping around inside my heart.
As one of Naraku's vessels, this nasty baby utilized Kagome's jealousy towards Inuyasha and Kikyo's relationship in order to attempt to utterly crush her spirits and take control of her mind.
My mission here is almost done. Implant the shard and I shall go into hiding.
And hey, it worked too, as Kagome gave in to said envy entirely, until of course Mr. Demon Dog himself turned up to the scene, breaking Kagome out of her spell and making her realize she actually loves the dude. See? Silver linings.
It's too bad. Just one more little step and I could have crushed her soul.
Bastard! Just what the hell are you?
Number 16, Kai, Beyblade. Let's be honest, any one of us would turn to the dark side to get our hands on this badass Beyblade. When Kai and the gang head to Russia, he's approached by his old tutor, Boris. he's given the opportunity to gain the strength he craves by utilizing the insanely powerful and evil Black Dranza.
You're what lured me here, Black Dranza, to achieve the perfection I've always craved.
He embraces this opportunity and uses the Bay the way it was intended, by smashing up all his oppositions.
Black Dranza, fire attack!
It ultimately leads to him taking on the combined force of his Blade Breaker teammates, who really don't fare that well against his might.
Who are we? Blade Breakers!
Number 15, Satoko. Higurashi When They Cry Go. Satoko went through a lot throughout the original Higurashi series. After everything that happened with her uncle and the damned Hinamizawa syndrome, it's no wonder she came to rely on her best friend Rika. But when their friendship took a turn in the private girls' academy, Satoko snapped.
ねえ、リカ。あなた、言いましたわよね。
She was approached by Yua with a means of once again starting a time loop in order to get Rika to change her mind about going to school. However, she didn't go about it in the friendliest of ways. With these new time-manipulating abilities, Satoko got more and more violent with each loop in her quest to dissuade Rika from living her dream.
それではごきげんよう。裏切り者のリカ。
That means a whole lot of mind-breaking and a whole lot of violence.
愚かで罰当たりなリカ。
Number 14, Guilmon, Digimon Tamers. In the conversation of sweetest Digimon around, Guilmon is definitely a high-ranking contender. But he would do absolutely anything Takato told him, even if he was blinded by rage. After Leomon is slain at the hands of Beelzemon, Takato becomes irate.
I'll make you hurt! I'll make you pay!
Incensed by Jerry's despair and fueled by his desire to get strong enough to beat the former Impmon, he demands Guilmon ascends to the next level. And when he does, the consequences are severe.
Guilmon! What have I done to you, boy? I'm sorry.
The newly named Megidramon is strong enough to go toe-to-toe with his opponents, but he is also a mindless killing machine. Watching this once adorable little fella turn into such a hellish beast breaks not only Takato, but all of us watching at home too.
I created him with my anger, my hatred.
Number 13, Sonic. Sonic X. The story in Sonic X's third season takes a much darker turn, and this scene in particular reflects that greatly. After seeing an unconscious Chris and terrified Cosmo, the combination of the Dark Chaos Emerald's negative energy and Sonic's rage caused him to undergo a transformation into a new dark form.
Chris was passed out! What did you do to him?
Black Narcissus proceeds to unleash two powerful robots against him, but they're absolutely no match for Dark Sonic.
Alright then. Let's test him out!
Even though Sonic's sudden turn to the dark side was very brief, it's a moment that's still remembered fondly within the fandom.
Looks like you'll have to go back to the drawing board!
Number 12, Ling Yao, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
ならば望み通り授けよう。
Nothing will come between this guy and his ambition to become the next emperor of Jing. That being said, allowing your body to become a home for a homunculus might be a bridge too far.
まあいい。お前の体よこしな。俺様が使ってやる。いいだろう。この体、くれてやる。
Regardless, Ling's blind avarice for power allows the newly resurrected Greed to bond with his soul, creating a hybrid that eventually turned into one of the show's most awesome anti-heroes.
悪いな。この入れ物はグリード様がもらっちまった。
Of course, there was also a lot of murder and other wicked deeds between Point A and Point B for Greedling over here. Number 11, Saber, Fate Stay Night, Heaven's Feel, Presage Flower. Yeah, we know, this route is all about Sakura, but did it have to involve everyone's favorite servant becoming corrupted in the process? Unlike the events of the Fate route or Unlimited Blade Works, Saber doesn't exactly emerge as a triumphant heroine unfazed by her own inner demons. After Assassin tries to take her heart for himself, the former King of Camelot instead chooses to face her own darkness and as a result ends up becoming Alter Saber.
そんなもの見ればわかるだろう。
While black certainly looks good on her, it's clear that this iteration of the character has decided to stray away from the path of gallantry. Number 10, Meliodas, The Seven Deadly Sins. As the Dragon Sin of Wrath and the original leader of the Ten Commandments, Meliodas' sins are greater than most. Despite his chipper personality and laid-back approach to life, the captain certainly isn't immune to falling into his old habits. Whether it's letting his darkness run wild, going berserk and destroying an entire kingdom in the process, or when he mercilessly killed Fraudlin, we'd say that it's only a matter of time before Meliodas once again lets the demon out the back and goes on a rampage. Number 9, Ken Kaneki, Tokyo Ghoul series. To be fair, getting your body parts pulled off and having a centipede shoved in your ear is bound to ruin anyone's day, so it's not like we can blame Kaneki for giving into his ghoul half. After Yamori brutalizes him to the point where his hair changes color, the one-eyed wonder finally relents, letting his hunger take hold before proceeding to slaughter the Jason wannabe with ease. He may have had no choice in the matter, but our boy went from innocent youth to unrelenting savage. Number 8, Homura, Madoka Magica the movie Rebellion. Out of all the magical girls, it's fair to say that Homura had the worst time. Sure, she never turned into a witch or had her head bitten off, but she did have to witness her friends dying over and over and over again after traveling to the past numerous times in order to prevent Madoka from signing a contract with Kyubey, and often failing. You can see how so much trauma could lead to Homura lashing out. Just when she was moments away from uniting with her beloved companion, Homura decided now would be a great time to steal Madoka's god powers, rewrite the universe, and turn into a psycho devil. Number 7, Griffith Berserk. You can always count on the White Hawk to get everything wrong.
You're just following your path. You still believe that, don't you?
Thank you, Guts.
While he'd never hesitated when it came to killing in order to achieve his goals, we still held the belief that deep down, Griffith was still ultimately a good person who would always do right by his comrades. At least until Guts left, wherein he suffered the mother of all meltdowns.
My Lord Griffith!
He hooked up with the princess, got himself imprisoned, left the band of the Hawk to be branded as criminals, and that's all before he submitted to the God Hand.
I submit.
After you sacrifice your friends, become a demon, and do what you did to Casca, there really is no coming back.
Griffith!
Number 6. Ichigo Kurosaki, Bleach. Who doesn't love Hollow Ichigo? Ever since the twisted reflection of our favorite Shinigami made himself known, we always knew that there was a risk of Ichigo's literal demon coming out to play. This eventually came to a head after Ulquiorra blew a hole in his chest and threatened Orihime. Fueled by the determination to protect his girl, Ichigo ended up transforming into a beast stronger than any Espada, who then proceeded to rip Ulquiorra to pieces like it was going out of style. Sure, he eventually snapped out of it, but not before he had hacked off a limb or two. Number 5. Jaden YuGiOh GX. When Jaden told us to get our game on, we're pretty sure he didn't mean this. After losing his friends one by one, Jaden breaks down and gives into the dark side, unlocking his dormant powers and becoming the Supreme King.
Hold up! Just who are you? The one who rules this world. The Supreme King! Supreme King?
With his ability to wield gentle darkness and a vast army under his command, Jaden absolutely wrecks house for the following episodes.
But if it's pain you want, it's pain you'll get!
Jaden is only freed from his dark side once his friend Axel manages to use Eye of Orichalcum after drawing in a duel against the Supreme King.
Game over, Supreme King!
Number 4. Gon, Hunter x Hunter. Throughout most of the Chimera Ant arc, Gon searches for Kite, who bravely fought against Pitto so that his students could get away. Unfortunately for Gon, Pitto reveals to him that his teacher has been long since dead, and has been reanimated as a training dummy. The dark emotions that suddenly overwhelm Gon lead him to sacrifice all of his nen, obtaining all the power he'll ever have, known as Limitation Transformation. In this new form, the once kind Gon has absolutely no qualms as he devastates Pitto into a bloodied mess. Number 3. Vegeta, Dragon Ball Z. Turns out that the Prince of Saiyans can only keep his jerk switch off for so long. Despite being a pretty chill husband and father for a number of years, Vegeta couldn't resist the opportunity to turn back to his old villainous ways, letting Babidi take control of him in order to harness the Majin's powers for himself.
Vegeta! Do you let yourself be a slave?
It's a bitter decision, but thankfully, it gave way to one hell of a rematch with Goku, not to mention one of the most iconic moments in the franchise when Vegeta chose to redeem himself via explosion. Number 2. Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto series. Turning criminal may not have made this ninja any friends, but it sure made for one hell of a character arc. In order to gain the strength needed to kill his brother, Sasuke abandoned his old life, hopped aboard the revenge train, and never looked back. From nearly murdering Naruto and Sakura, joining forces with Orochimaru and then the Akatsuki, all the way to plotting to destroy the Leaf Village, Sasuke got himself quite the rap sheet during his antagonist phase. No worries though. Considering he made amends with both his bro and Naruto, we'd say he came out the other side with only a minor slap on the wrist.
ありがとう。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Eren Yeager, Attack on Titan.
ビリー・タイバーの言う通り、俺は悪者だ。世界を滅ぼしちまうかもしれない。
How far would you go to protect your friends? Give up all your money? Take a bullet? How about kill 80% of the human race? Too far? Well, not for Eren Yeager, who, after learning of what would happen in the future with his Titan abilities, orchestrated the most devastating event in human history, the Rumbling.
壁の巨人はこの島の外にある全ての地表を踏み鳴らす。
In his own words, he's an idiot. He was unable to find a peaceful resolution with access to his foresight and instead turned down one of the darkest paths imaginable. Even though his intentions were pure in protecting his loved ones, he'll always be remembered as a monster.
なんでかわからねえけど、やりたかったんだ。どうしても。
Which hero do you think should give into darkness? Let us know in those comments below.
あれ見て、あの猛将。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.